Hey guys, welcome back to class. It is me, Professor B, and we are going to talk composite functions today. All right, so we're going to talk about finding those composite functions, and that means we're going to find f of g of x and g of f of x. Basically, it means we're going to take, for f of g of x, we're going to take this function, g of x, and we're going to plug it into f of x. So if you remember what we've talked about before when we talk about evaluating functions and you're plugging a number in for x, we're not plugging a number in for x anymore, we're plugging a function in for x. Okay? It sounds a little complicated. I promise it's not. It's not any more complicated than when you plug a number in. You just got to remember every time you see an x, you're going to plug something else in. So we're going to find f of g of x and g of f of x. Okay, so when you take a look at these problems, they're all about mild to medium. It's just making sure you know your rules of algebra so that you can follow simplification. Okay, so the first one we're going to look at is f of g of x. And I want you to notice this is an open circle right here. Okay, so it's not a multiplication symbol. You're not multiplying f and g. You are going to plug g into f. And sometimes to help me visualize that and see it, I rewrite this as f of g of x, just like this. Okay, so that means we're going to plug g of x into f. Both of these things mean the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to rewrite this one more time, and I'm going to say f of, well, we know what g of x is. G of x is the 2x squared plus x plus 5. So I'm going to replace my g of x with 2x squared plus x plus 5. Okay, so everywhere I see an x in f, here's my f of x. Okay, so I have this x right here. I'm going to replace that x with that function. So cleaning that up just a little bit, I am going to do, so again, keeps going, I'm going to do 4 minus, and instead of an x, I'm going to open a parenthesis, and I'm going to rewrite 2x squared plus x plus 5. Okay, so instead of 4 minus x, I wrote 4 minus, and then this is my new x. All right, then we just have to do the cleanup. So we notice that this is a minus sign right here, so I'm going to rewrite that 1, help us visualize, and I'm going to distribute a negative 1 to every term in my parentheses like we've done in simplifying problems. So I will end up with 4 minus 2x squared minus x minus 5 when we distribute. So negative 1 times 2x squared, negative 1 times x, negative 1 times 5. Okay? And then we just need to look and go, okay, I have a 5 and a negative 5. Those are my like terms that I can combine. And I would end up with negative 2x squared, because I'm going to put this in standard form, so you have the highest exponent first, minus x. 4 minus 5 is minus 1. And this is the composite function f of g of x. Okay, so we're just going to plug one function into another. Seems pretty easy, huh? So let's go the other way around though. Let's see what happens when we do g of f of x. So now we're going to plug f of x into g. So we have g of f of x. All right, so we're going to plug f into g. So again, rewrite this. I have g of f, so that's 4 minus x. So everywhere we see an x in g, we're going to plug in 4 minus x. Okay, so if we look at g, we have 2x squared plus x plus 5. So I have 2x squared, so instead of an x, I'm going to do 4 minus x squared plus x, so plus 4 minus x. plus 5. So everywhere I had an x, I plugged in a 4 minus x. Okay, so now we do the cleanup process. So remember, please use your order of operations, your PEMDAS. Do not break my math teacher's heart by distributing this squared. Remember, this means you have to FOIL. So if you need to come over here out to the side and you need to multiply 4 minus x times 4 minus x, do not be afraid to do that. It is much better to do that than think, oh, I can just distribute, okay? Seeing things can help. So this is going to end up being 16 minus 8x plus x squared, all right? And you can FOIL that out if you need to. So this is really saying 2 times 16 minus 8x plus x squared. And then I would have plus 4 minus x. I don't need to distribute anything, so I can just drop my parentheses, plus 5. Okay, all right. Now I'm going to distribute the 2, so 2 times 16, that's 32. And I will have 2 times negative 8, which is negative 16x, and then 2 times x squared plus 2x squared. Plus 4 minus x plus 5. Okay, clean up, so collect my like terms. I'm going to have, let's see here, I'm going to start, I have 2x squared, so that gets to stay 2x squared because I don't have anything higher than that. And then I will have a 16x minus x, so that's minus 17x. And then I will have a 32 plus 4 plus 5. So that ends up being plus 41. And there's my g of f of x. Okay, that's it pretty much for composite functions. You can, if you end up having a number here instead of an x, all you're going to want to do is find your composite function like we did here, and then you can plug in your value for x. So anything more complicated than that always starts here. You're going to plug whatever the second function is into the first function. Okay? As always, guys, if you've got any comments or if you want a more specific example or more examples, leave a comment down below. I'll be happy to work on those for you. Like, subscribe, help me out, and I will see you guys in class next time. Bye.